Welcome back, Cutler Nation. So we're wrapping up another weekend, and this was one of my first weekends that I've fully been home, and I'm sitting in my office. I wanted to show you guys something because I don't know a lot of people get to see this. So this year's Olympia was iconic because obviously, like, it's changed hands a lot of times. You know, Samson, who was third the last couple of years, was able to win this, but on stage, they brought me and some of the other former champions up there. I think Samir Banu, Phil Heath, Dexter Jackson. There was a bunch of us that were up there that received a nice gift, and this is the rings that we got. I wanted to show you guys this, so let me just put this right so you can see the detail. Pretty cool, man, and it has a Sandow on the side, and then obviously the IFBB logo and Mr. Olympia emblem on there. And this was made by my buddies over at Happy Jewelers. You can see Happy Jewelers made this. And listen, it was, you keep getting these awards long after retirement, which I feel absolutely blessed. And I'm going to show you guys because I'm sitting here in my iconic office and I have all those medals there. Arnold Classic trophies are over there. And then, of course, the bad boy Sandows, 4 of them. And actually had more pedestals made for the 5th, but it never happened. That's just like the box up there is actually gold. And, I had to settle for 4 victories instead of the planned 5. That was one of these things. I want to kind of talk a little bit about that. As I went into, 2011, I was planning to win my 5th and retire. And, that didn't happen because I tore the bicep, as many of you guys know. Phil Heath beat me that year. I finished 2nd, went to Cheru Classic, finished 2nd there. And then I had, took a year off, had the surgery done, came back in 13, finished 6th. So never really got to fully capture exactly what I set out to do. But it's okay, man. Along the way, I've found, a lot of great situations where I had so much support from all over the world. Can you ever imagine, like, growing up in Massachusetts and like, wow, I actually was able to, my goal was to get on the West Coast. And many of you who followed me for a long time know that, I was pursuing a degree to be a police officer, to actually ride a motorcycle in California. And sooner or later, fast forward, I was landing at Ed Connor's house at 19 years old. I got to visit, just about 20, I think, when I got to visit out there and able to spend the end of 1993 in Venice Beach. He owned Gold's Gym at the time, and he put me up out there, and I got to stay with like a lot of different house guests. And I remember spending that time. He invited me to come out. I went out to the USA's to watch Chris Cormier win the Mr. USA that year. Chris Aceto was out there too because he was coaching Michael Francois, who got 2nd. Many of you might recall him. But Ed invited me after that USA to come back in the end of fall, which was around November. I went out from basically Thanksgiving to just before Christmas, and I got to train at Gold's Gym Venice, man, and that just changed my whole life, changed my whole perspective. And if you want to know, like, the moment that I made the decision to actually pursue bodybuilding and said I want to do this as a career, it was because of that stay at Ed Connor's house for that 1 month that gave me the drive and the motivation, and watching the lifestyle, how these guys lived. And you guys today, you don't get to walk into Gold's Gym Venice and see what I saw back in that era, which, I can't explain it. I can't explain what it was like for me to, be rubbing elbows with Flex Wheeler and Paul Dillette and Chris Cormier. And I remember seeing like Tommy Lee Jones and Keanu Reeves and like all these people. I think, we had a lot of different actors out there. I'm trying to think who else I saw amongst those people. There were just so many. Andy Barninsky, who was in The Program, that movie, the Program. He played in Hudson Hawk also. He was there. He played Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw Massacre too. But like, man, it was just, I remember the exact soundtracks. You ever have those moments where you just remember everything? Like, there were certain moments that bring back certain memories of those songs. And I remember like Gin Blossoms was like the group back then. And I actually listened to a lot of Gin Blossoms. And, you know, it's like that feel-good music. I remember I would hang out at that Gold's Gym and I find myself training for like 3 hours. You know, Lee Priest was in and out of there then. I get to witness seeing him. And, you know, even around Christmas, like everyone kind of migrated back to their families because I felt like no one was really from LA at that time. Everyone was out there for an acting dream or, you know, to pursue some sort of path that they couldn't get in these other places. You know, Mike O'Hearn was there, the early days of him, but you know, it brings back a lot of memories, and I love being able to reminisce, and I love to be able to put this on YouTube because it's here forever, right? And I want you guys to know the inside of my thinking a little bit where, you know, a lot of people ask that, Jay, when did you make the decision to really go after bodybuilding? It was truly in the late fall of '93, staying at Ed Connor's house, which was right on Oceanfront Walk. Literally, like we walked out the back door and you were on the steps of Venice Beach. You were on the beach. I mean, they were filming Baywatch back there, back when Pamela Anderson was on it. Man, it was like everything seemed to be happening in California. Ed used to take us to eat, and he used to take us, you know, we'd go watch movies on 3rd Street Promenade. But it was just a really fun time for me, and it just brings back a lot of memories. I am wondering if I'm going to go back for my other channel and shoot my first of the year video. That's usually my goal at Gold's Gym Venice. I usually do like a New Year's video, but we'll see what happens if I can get out there. I know Angie and I, you know, we have plans around Christmas and stuff just to spend some downtime, and really, I haven't been uploading as much on YouTube. I mean, every Monday we upload here, but, you know, nothing super crazy. You know, but it's been a great season, guys. It's been a great year, another successful year. I know we've been through a lot of election changes, you know, with uncertainty in that sense, and obviously the economy suffering a little bit. So I want to just encourage you guys, everyone that's going through stuff, that's been through hardships, listen, reach out to people around you, pick people up, you know, comment, go on your social media. That's what it is. It's a social platform to be able to interact. If there's people that you rely on and you lean a shoulder on, you know, listen, those people are your friends, they're your family, they're people that care about you. You know, utilize those friendships, those relationships. And once again, you know, I can't wait for another successful year next year. You know, everyone says, you know, it's going to be their year, right? 2025's here. I feel, you know, every year has been very, very blessed for me because I'm continuing to, like I said, you guys see what I do. I'm always putting out content. And once again, thank you guys so much. The people that are on here that want to support the brand and have tried some of the new products. I mean, Liquid Pump is on fire right now, L-carnitine. But the Liquid Pump arginine nitrate glycerol combo, you guys got to try that. Remember, you can always use my code Cutler on the website, save 20%. That's a pretty on-running code. You know, you see me doing, you know, constant promotion on that. But still, you know, focus on the Prevail Amplify for my workouts. You know, you guys taking the creatine. I've been putting out a lot of content through my newsletter on that. You guys, male, female, should be using the creatine. So if you haven't picked up any creatine, make sure you guys do that. And once again, thank you so much for following along. And stay focused on your goals, guys. Stay hungry, stay active. And let's make 2025 the year, all right? This won't be the last video. I'll be still on another couple Mondays putting stuff out, but I just want to say I love you guys, appreciate you guys. I wanted to do this from my home office. It is Sunday night. I'm just watched the Lions lose, which I was a little disappointed, but I'm happy for the Bills. I know we're gonna have some fans in either direction here, but you know, I hope you guys have an amazing week this week, and I'll be back Monday for another YouTube. All right, all the best, guys. Much love, and we'll talk to you next week. All right, keep crushing it.